All I'm saying.
Well, hola, party peoples. So today is going to be a massive super show because I missed last week. I'm warning you now, I'm probably going to miss next week too. But I promise it's nothing as serious as what was happening last week. Last week, I lost power. I was unable to do anything. This next week is going to be a little hectic for me because I have to start prepping for a couple of events that I have to do. And I need the time to be able to do that as well as get my back on track and all that good stuff. With all that being said, loves, I hope you guys can hear me. With all that being said, hola, party peoples. How are you guys doing? So just make sure you guys stay tuned and I will double back and do everything I'm supposed to do the following week, which will be the week of Bash in Berlin, is probably when I back up. So just be fair warned, next week I'm taking a small break. Small one. Tonight we got a lot to talk about. We got to talk about last week's SmackDown because, bitch, it was a lot going on, honey. We also have to talk about last week's NXT Great American Bash results. This week's NXT, because I didn't cover it this past Tuesday and I had a podcast to do and everything. We got so much to go over, so much to get done. Okay. And we got 2 weeks worth of SBC chat. That is 12 SBC chat advice questions that we have to answer and make fun of. Because that's usually what we do over here. We make fun of it because people are crazy. But we are going to say hello to all the people in the comments. Okay. So Jonelle was in here first, right when I popped in and went live. Shout out to you, Jonelle, for coming in early. Kayla was in here early. Aaliyah, Nika came in a little bit later, and then rounded it out with my member, Layla. Shout out to Layla for being a member. Okay. If you want to be a member of the channel, it's very, very simple. I have 2 tiers set up for the channel. You can be a member of the channel and just pay 99 cents or $2.99. You can start next year because that is when the members only content will come out. And to make life a little bit easier, we're going to be reading Becky's book next year. Probably sometime in January is when that's going to start. We're going to be reading Becky's book. I think I might voiceover read it, and because I don't think I can read the book and then or I don't think I can play the audio and then post it because YouTube is going to copyright strike it. So I'm gonna read it out loud, record the reading myself, and then post it so you guys can kind of hear it. I know that takes away from Becky and her book sales, but this is why I purposely waited for Becky's book to be out and everybody got a chance to go buy it, read it, listen to it, and then if you want to hear me read it, I got you. Which I think I'm going to do that because I think it would just be it'll be easier. And I'm going to start off with a couple of chapters and then I'll work my way up. I'm going to try to do 5 chapters per video. I think that's a good amount of chapters per video. And then we can discuss what we read. I'll take notes and all kind of stuff. We'll make it a good time. I'll make it a regular video. If you guys want me to do it live, I can do it live. I don't have a physical copy of Becky's book, so I'm going to go buy the physical copy of her book probably within the next couple of weeks and then read it out loud, and start the recordings for that because I feel like we would have a good old time. But if you guys want to hear that, you want to listen to Becky's book with me reading it, cool beans. I'll do it, no problem. Just let me know. I will put up a poll for the members since Layla's the only one and Tay used to be a member. But I'll put up a poll for the members and I'll ask you what you want to hear. And I'll put the poll up for everybody else as well. So I can kind of get the feedback that I need to get my channel where I want it to be. And we'll still keep the lives and everything going, like I said. But today is the super show because we got a lot of shit to go over. We got a lot of shit to cover. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to go live on Instagram. I promised my Instagram family that I would go live and we would talk about the villains in the storylines that are all over WWE, and it's causing so much controversy, and people are so in their feelings, honey. Don't understand why. But I'm going to show y'all how you can sign up to be a member on the channel just to make sure you guys can see it for yourselves. Let me see. Let me use my other YouTube channel. Okay, great. So I'm going to mute this so it doesn't play back. All right. So I want to show you guys how to become a member and the cost of membership. I really want you guys to see that because a lot of people don't see the value in membership, but the more people that sign up for the membership don't see the value in membership, but the more people that sign up to the membership don't see the value in membership, but the more people that sign up to the membership don't see the value in membership, but content the screen audio, so nothing plays back. All right, so in order for you to join the membership, you just simply hit join, and then you can decide what you want to choose in terms of the membership. If you want to be a tourist, you can be a tourist, and you'll just pay 99 cents a month. This is the lowest I could set it. You'll have your badges in the comment section right next to your name, as you can see here with Layla's. Let me see if I can share y'all. It's for me? Oh, it's my season. Here. It's the orange pepper. Oh. I got more. Get that out of the way. Yep. So as you can see here on Layla, she chose the green mask. Ooh, why you got my Billie Eilish on the floor?
Because it was still in the bag down there.
Oh, I took it with me to grandma's. I didn't even wear it. Um, so you can see Billy. You can see Layla picked the green mask for the purge because that's my thing because I'm so chaotic and my homeboy Trady, God rest his soul, he named me messy child. So I was like, if we're gonna be messy, we're gonna be chaotic and messy. Let's do a purge theme for my shit. You feel me? So, anyways, she picked the green purge mask. Okay. And so you can pick your own emoji if that's what you want to do. But again, you click the join and then it'll tell you what you get when you join this channel. Okay? And if you decide to be a citizen, there are more perks in the citizenship. And I got to set the emojis for this one as well. I mean, for the badges as well. There are more perks for the citizenship than it is for the United States. So, I mean, the tourists of the United States of Tiffany. So, you guys, if you want to join the membership, you definitely can. It will help in terms of me being able to create structured content for you guys. So that is something that I generally want to do for everybody. What are you cooking down there?
I'm not cooking anything. I was cleaning the deep fryer, getting fresh
Mm-hmm.
grease in,
Mm-hmm.
so I can go downstairs and get these wings
Mm-hmm.
so they can thaw. Then they
Mm-hmm.
bring that clothes up there, and I'm gonna get in the shower, come in here and sit down.
I think Dad might be calling. He keep calling her. You need to get that phone out here. Put these phone. This phone need to go on the charger. All right, y'all. So I wanted to make sure y'all saw that and you understood how to sign up. It's fairly simplistic. It's not too hard. And I want y'all to sign up because I do like doing exclusive stuff for my members. You know what I'm saying? I do like doing that. So I'm going to start producing content for the members exclusively. So that's coming. You just got to give me a chance to work. I'm going to put the link in case, guys, people want to come in. It's totally up to you. But I'm going to start off with SmackDown because SmackDown happened first and I missed it. So let's get into it. Well, actually, Great American Bash happened first. So let's start off with Great American Bash. Let's start off with NXT first, okay? So the Great American Bash was last week, and this was a continuation of the previous week. The Great American Bash was 2 weeks. It was a 2 week PLE. First match of the night was Pete Dunne versus Trick Williams. Trick Williams ended up losing this match. Pete Dunne was able to beat him. Um, it was a pretty straight up match from what I saw. There wasn't a lot that caused anything. That didn't cause anything to go over the top. It was just Trick is not doing what Cedric suggested that he do, which is to keep himself calm and focus. He's not focusing. His emotions are getting the best of him, and that is how Pete Dunne was able to beat him. Not to mention Pete Dunne's just a better wrestler than Trick Williams. We're not even trying to be disrespectful or funny, but that's just the honest to God truth. Kaylani Jordan took on Tatum Paxley for the Women's North American Championship, and Kaylani Jordan was able to retain. Wendy Chu came to ringside and she just oh she was very menacing, it seems like Tatum is unraveling in this particular sense. I don't know if she has any like if she's really unhinged or if she's just spiraling, but it just seems like it's one or the other with her. However, Wendy made her way to ringside, and they it just seemed odd. I don't understand what's happening with Wendy Chu per se. I'm a little confused by it, but I guess we'll see what happens, but it seems like Wendy is the next one to go after Tatum for this NXT North American Women's Championship. And Kaylani is defending that title with all the grace of a face champion that she could do. She's strong in that ring when she goes up against her opponents. She looks like a champion when she's competing against them. I I'm very proud of Kaylani. I've always seen that there was something there, and I'm just as curious as how she will operate when it's her turn to turn heel. It's gonna be interesting. I think Kaylani's gonna be a real bitch when she turns heel. I think I might be here for it though. Kind of like I'm in Wesley's corner right now. Which I'll get to that in a minute. Next match of the night, Ethan Page went up against Oro Mensah. To be fair, Oro Mensah put up a good fight, but he was not able to best Ethan Page. Ethan Page was able to basically take out Oro Mensah and dismantle him from piece by piece. He hit him with a final Eagle's edge, and he ended up getting his pin. 1, 2, 3, and that stopped Oro Mensah's momentum completely, and he is now done. There's no more Oro Mensah pinned Ethan Page. Ethan Page has finally silenced the doubters, as they put it. Joe Hendry faced off against Joe Coffey in a pretty brutal fight between the two men. They put on a decent match between the two of them. Joe Coffey ended up losing to Joe Hendry, as he should have, and the NXT universe was very much behind Joe Hendry, and they always have been. And it seems that this momentum that Joe Hendry has been getting over here in NXT has led him to a place where he could possibly challenge for that NXT championship at some point in his lifetime. Now, I'll get to that in the next NXT. Okay. Now, this storyline between Ren Sinclair and between Ren Sinclair and the No Quarter Catch crew is very interesting. You see, she was privy to, the No Quarter Catch crew. I can't get their name right. The No Quarter Catch crew doing some nefarious and felonious intent, okay? And because of that, she has been hounding them to allow her to join the crew. And Charlie's like, no, you and your long chin gotta go. And she was like, I'm an asset. I can do this. Now, she's been saying this for weeks, trying to prove herself, coming in, being a bit of a bother. And Tony's been loving it because it's been getting under Charlie's skin. Now, Charlie has been having to deal with Ren, interfering in their matches, being in their dojo, just doing everything that she can to make sure she joined the NQCC. But this past Tuesday, Tony D'Angelo offered Dempsey a Heritage Cup match if Sinclair won her match against Kendall Gray. And because she did win her match against Kendall Gray, Dempsey had no choice but to allow Sinclair to be in the NQCC, which Tony D'Angelo didn't mind obliging and defending his Heritage Cup. Afterwards, the final match of the night was the NXT Tag Team Champions Axiom and Nathan Frazier, who as of lately have not been on the same page. But despite that, they've been able to successfully compete with each other despite not being on the same page. Now, the NXT Tag Team Champions put on a very good match against Zachary and Wes Lee. The match between the guys was very hard fought, and it could have fallen in either direction. And in the end, Wesley was the one who suffered the pin via both members of the tag team champions. They both, pretty much put the moves on Wesley and took him out. Nathan Frazier was there to block any attempts to keep the match going by Zachary Wentz, and that was it. The match was over, and Axiom and Frazier retained their titles for another week. but this didn't end with the show going off the air. For whatever reason, it seemed that this was an emotional affair for both Trey Miguel and Zachary. And of course, it looked like Wesley was very much in his mind. But it just seems that Wesley was at his breaking point and he was fed up. And the moment that they came in the ring, apologetic at their actions of losing this opportunity to regain titles that they never truly lost because they were a true legit tag team. Frazier and Axiom were put together. Wesley did the unthinkable in terms of attacking his counterparts, um, Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel. Trey Miguel suffered the most abuse of all of them. Oh, my home phone. Hello, Father. You want? Oh, okay. All right. Do you need anything else? Alrighty then. Mom, Dad said come down and put the escalator in the driveway. He's gonna wait. Are you okay to do that? Okay. Sorry. I have a home phone. Don't you tease me. Mind your business. Anyways, we thought that Wesley was in deep thought, and obviously we assumed that he was you know, I guess you could say empathetic to his friend's remorse, but that was not the case. In fact, it was quite the opposite. He was fed up and he lost it. And when I say that Trey Miguel suffered the most, he took that hit in stride. That sell for that kick to the face was gnarly, bro. It was gnarly. Zachary was like, "What are you doing? That's your brother. That's your family. What are you doing?" He's in tears. And Wesley just low blows him. And not only that, but he goes on a vicious assault of both of them, destroying Trey Miguel by throwing him into the barricade. I believe he threw Zachary into the steel steps. And then he ultimately ended up using his knees to take out Zachary's head on the steps. It was a vicious attack that none of us would have ever expected to come from Wesley. And this was a turn that nobody saw. And Shawn Michaels, his bald headed ass has always got an ace in the hole. That's why when you watch his stuff, you got to be prepared for the unthinkable. And this was the unthinkable. Now, before Wesley continued his assault on Zachary, he yelled at him and told him that you left me. You left me alone. Now, when I was in my group chats and when I was talking online, I made it very clear that I fully understood why Wesley did what he did. But I'm going to explain that in the next review of NXT because NXT has since come on and has a new episode. And instead of doubling back to SmackDown, we're going to stick with NXT. So let's start out with the opener. The opener was the Heritage Cup. Charlie Dempsey went up against Tony D'Angelo for the Heritage Cup. Well, actually, the opener was Ethan Page. Ethan Page came out and was talking cash shit about him defending his championship. He never wears the belt, which just just irritates my fucking soul. It's the way he holds it. He holds it like it stinks, like it's a. Ugh. I hate it. I hate the way he holds it. But anyways, he came out and was talking cash shit and was pretty much bragging about it being NX me, which amazing. He also has a microphone cover now, which I'm like, oh my God, are we now stealing Mrs. Riz? Wow. Wow. And not only that, but Joe Hendry now has a microphone cover because just as soon as Ethan Page was out there talking shit, Joe Hendry came out there. And Joe Hendry just basically made it very clear that everybody is chanting his name. And when you say my name, I appear. And he made it very clear that he is not going anywhere and that he enjoys being in NXT. It's a fun time to him. Okay? Sir, as they were having this conversation, Ethan Page ended up leaving the ring, and Joe Hendry was just standing there, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Joe Hendry eats a super kick by Wesley. It was out of nowhere. No one saw this coming. We were like, what the fuck is this? It is pretty bad. Ethan Page thought it was hilarious and was joking, but as soon as Joe Hendry went down, Wesley turned his sights on Ethan. And Ethan is like, oh no, you'll never get my championship, blah, 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 blah. It's a fun time, babes. It's a fun time. Now, I mean, he ate. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, y'all. But anyways, let me get the rest of it and take notes. Don't you judge me, damn it. Quit you done started. Ooh, nana. Hold on a second. Didn't he though? Like he just got knocked out. So let me get the rest of this taken care of. So I'm gonna give y'all the rest of the tea. I just gotta find me notes. I'm sorry. I've got to find me notes. Girl. Okay. So there was a few things that happened that was more backstage stuff that I wanted to ensure that I mentioned. So there is a gauntlet eliminator match that is happening for the girls. The gauntlet eliminator match was chosen at random, very similar to what they used to do for picking the numbers for the Royal Rumble back in the day when Eddie Guerrero and Shawn Michaels were still wrestling during that time. Okay. Oh, and it's Rico's birthday today. I forgot to tell y'all that it was Rico's birthday today, but happy birthday, Rico. I hope you had a good day. I know he went and got a piercing because he couldn't get his tattoo, but you still here. You live in another year, and that in itself is an amazing feat, love. And we love that for you. We're very proud of you. So happy birthday, little bros. Anywhoosies, it says, on I quote, I had to write it down. There is a No Mercy Gauntlet Eliminator match. You got 4? What? Oh, that was all of the piercings. I just thought it was just the cartilage in your ear. I didn't know it was all of your ear. Well, almost doesn't count, babe. That's what Brandy say. The No Mercy Gauntlet Eliminator, it features Adriana Rizzo, Sol Ruka, Jada Parker, Kendall Gray, and Carmen Petrovich. The winner will get a shot at Roxanne Perez. And as much as I feel like in the end, it's gonna end up being Soul and Jada Parker who are gonna fight it out. And if Jada ends up being the one, that'll be an interesting battle for Roxanne. But I don't know. This might expose Jada Parker just a little bit, so she better get herself together, okay? But they had a gauntlet eliminator, and Izzy Dame was not chosen, and she was very upset about that. And Brinley Reese was congratulating Carmen Petrovich for getting an opportunity. And well, this led to Izzy Dame being very much a bully. And so her and Brinley ended up having a match to which she ended up beating Brinley Reese in this match. I don't know exactly what this is supposed to do for Izzy Dame, but I don't really care for her. So I can give less than a fuck about her or what's going on. Now, Lola Vice ended up in a match with Tatum Paxley because Lola went over while, Tatum was pretty much, having a full on just a full on breakdown over there with her dolls and everything. And Lola is just like, Tatum, like, babes, it's gonna be okay. She was like, it's gonna be okay. It's no, it's not. It's never gonna be okay. I'm not like you. I'm not popular, and I don't have everything handed to me. I'm not some MMA superstar coming to NXT and getting everything handed to me. And Lola was like, is that what you think of me? And I was like, well, I was like, well, I mean, like in the beginning, like, okay, so like I feel like she's not lying. Lola has had a massive amount of screen time. She's been handed really good matches, and don't get me wrong, some of them she's lived up to the hype of. Others were questionable. She also won the women's breakout tournament and wasted it. Like, Lola's had many opportunities at championships, at PLE, stardom, and she's been able to build herself into a massive NXT superstar and one of the girls that most people look at as a potential champion later on down the line, or at least a top pick for the main roster at some point. However, on the other side, you have Tatum, who everybody sees, but nobody really gives like a fair look to. And to be honest, I like Tatum's moveset more than I like Lola's. Her finisher is nuts. I don't know why she is being slept on, but I guess it's because of her dark character. But either way, her finisher is crazy. It's fucking crazy. I've never seen anything like that. The girls are so inventive. They're so interesting and different. And Tatum exemplifies that specifically, you know? So I personally was like, she kind of has a point. Like, she has a valid point about you being handed everything while she gets an opportunity and everything's like snatched from her. You know what I mean? So, and to Lola's, fairness, and to fairness of Lola, like, Tatum's had multiple opportunities at two different championships. She went up against Roxanne at one point, lost, and then she went up against Kaylani Jordan and she lost. So she's had championship opportunities, and she might not have had as many appearances as Lola, but she's had championship opportunities. And not only that, but she's had championship opportunities outside of NXT, going all the way to TNA and challenging Jordan Grace, which I'm sure fighting with Jordan Grace definitely sharpened her iron. But I'm saying, like, I can kind of tip the scale in Lola's favor as well. Like, like, I didn't get anything that you haven't been able to acquire yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. So Tatum's had many opportunities. It's not like she hasn't had any. She hasn't been able to see a championship opportunity. She definitely has. So Lola makes a valid point as well. That's why I'm saying both of them are equal out. And y'all know if I'm defending Lola, she got to be saying something right, because y'all know I don't like that hoe. So I don't like her. She got to be saying something that's right. She's not exactly a pick me type of girl. But she definitely has been given multiple opportunities to shine in NXT. Her opportunities were more about time and definitely more about establishing her as a pivotal person in NXT, whereas Tatum's were just straight up opportunities. So there's a difference in their shines and what they both were able to acquire from Sean in terms of the opportunities they've been given, but both of them have had good opportunities nonetheless, and it has showcased them in different ways. It's made Lola switch sides, so Lola is now a face, and it seems to work for her better to be a face than it does for her to be a heel, in my opinion. But as I always say, when you're being hated as a heel, you're doing something right. It just is what it is. And when you're a face and people can actually sympathize with you and actually get on your side, you're doing something right. So she obviously knows how to work the audience very well. With Tatum, Tatum's character is so all over the place. Sometimes you don't know when to cheer or root for her. I just like Tatum, period. So oftentimes when she gets in a match, I'm very interested in watching her wrestle because her moveset is just so unique. It's so much fun to look at, so much fun to watch. Anywhoosies, let's move on to what else we saw. Okay, so in NXT, the Heritage Cup was defended by Tony D'Angelo, and Charlie was challenging for it again. Now, Charlie and Tony were basically going tit for tat when it came to this match. A lot of it was a much like a lot of ground and pound style fighting, right? Let me see. Nicole said, period, because I did not like Lola and I was crying about her mama with her. Ciao. A lot of it was very traditional grappling style wrestling that they were doing, which I actually was very curious in. And I actually really enjoyed seeing Tony go back to his element and do it traditionally rather than, you know, coming out and being the Don. When he's in that ring and that bell rings, he's a true wrestler. And that speaks volumes to Tony's talent and what he's capable of, character wise, as well as in terms of his in ring performance. With all that being said, loves, it was 1-1, and everybody was just seeing who was going to actually win in this fight. And it was Ren Sinclair who helped Charlie win. Now, at this point, you have to ask yourself, Ren, what was the point, the end game here? Because if it hadn't been for Tony giving you the opportunity to join the NQCC and convincing Charlie to let you join, if you won your next match, you wouldn't even be in the QCC. You'd still be begging Charlie Dempsey to be a part of this particular group. So you cost the Don his match by pushing his foot off that second rope and pushing him down. And this gave Charlie the opening to be able to execute and get the pin. And Charlie Dempsey now is a two-time Heritage Cup winner. So I guess congratulations is in order if you care. And Ren Sinclair grabbed the trophy, and she plays her part very well as well. Like it's giving. I'm here. I'm alive. Get used to it. Like that's how she is. My mom at the damn Missy and Busta concert in Cleveland. You know what? I saw that they was here today, and I was very pissed off because I thought about it and I was like, damn, ain't Missy Elliott gonna be coming over to Cleveland? Let me see where her tickets at. Man, I went to the damn Rocket Mortgage Field House and it said it was today. I was pissed off. I was like, oh damn, I wanted to go. I wanted to go. Shoot. And I hear that concert is lit, especially when Missy come out there because of the graphics and shit. They said it's crazy. They said it was crazy. And I'm mad. I'm so mad. She was like, right, because I would have went. Okay. Oh, God. They ain't gonna never be able to go to a Missy concert. And when I was a kid, I didn't get the chance to go to a Missy concert. And I'm like, I'm an adult and I still can't go to a Missy concert. Well, we just have to move forward then. Now, Tony is the Heritage Cup champion. Okay. So, well, Charlie is. Charlie got to be, he's now your Heritage Cup champion. My bad. Oh, that's cool. Now, For the last couple of weeks, Obafemi has been disrespecting Tony D'Angelo. I suspect that this is the reason why he dropped that Heritage Cup championship, because he's about to start going after Obafemi. And I think more than likely he will be the one to take down Obafemi. And I know a lot of people ain't gonna like this, especially some black folks. Some of y'all is not gonna like this. But I think that Tony D'Angelo is going to be the next North American champion. Now, Otis is going to challenge Obafemi again at No Mercy, from what I understand, because Obafemi had a open challenge this past Tuesday for the North American Championship, and Otis accepted. This was after Oba went on Monday Night Raw because he had a match on Main Event, and he was there at Monday Night Raw eyeing Otis. You know what I'm saying? Eyeing Otis, and that was a call to them having that was a call to them having a battle for that championship very soon. Now, Obafemi has been disrespecting the Don for the last couple of weeks. He's walking in between them while they're having conversations, pushing Tony out of the way when he feels like he's in his way, completely disregarding Tony D'Angelo and his entire aura or being as the Don. Okay. So Shawn Michaels does very subtle foreshadowing, whereas Triple H's is very blatant and on the nose. I 100% believe that that little altercation between Tony D'Angelo and, of course, Obafemi is going to lead to them finally battling it out at probably Halloween Havoc. And that is when Tony D'Angelo is going to become the North American champion. Now, Nicole's a little mad. She's a little mad. She's like, log off, but babes, you got to hear me out, okay? Oba just essentially auditioned for Monday Night Raw. He had a really good showing on Main Event, and they showed him on TV. And Oba is well liked. No matter where he goes, he's well liked, and he developed extremely quick. And you know how Triple H is. He loves him a big old meaty man. Okay? He loves him a big old meaty man. All right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Maybe check me out. Maybe check me out. Because I love Busta, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See is it's one of the songs I would have in my Rolodex as a wrestler. I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs. But I believe my favorite Busta song, one of them is Give Me Some More. Or is it the other one, Ring Your Neck? Is that the name of that one song? It's Breaking Neck. Breaking Neck, Give Me Some More. What's It Gonna Be with Janet Jackson? Oh God, what is the other one that I really fuck with? Like, it's one of my favorites, and I can see the video for it, but I can't think of the song. I like Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See, but everybody keep overplaying it. Maybe pissing me off. Touch It is another one. Touch It is a song that I really like. I like Dangerous. What is the name of that damn song? It's Woo Ha Got You All in Check. That's the song that I love a lot. It's one of my favorite songs by Busta Rhymes. I used to scream it. When it would come on. It's one of my favorites. She said log off. Why I gotta log off? No. She said, not you disrespecting my Nigerian king. Listen, I'm not the one who booking the matches, babe. I'm just telling you what I saw. And what's been happening for the last couple of weeks is Oba has been disregarding the Don. If the Don is not the one who gets the title, I guarantee you he's going to cost him that championship at No Mercy. Mark my words. He's going to be involved somewhere. If it's not him wrestling for that championship, he's going to be involved in him losing it because Oba keeps disregarding him and disrespecting him the way that he does. I'm telling you, it's happening. The video for "Give Me Some More" used to terrify me. Big facts. It definitely is. It definitely is a terrifying song. The video is creepy. It's creepy as hell. But Busta Rhymes has some bangers, like hella bangers. Anyways, so let's get back into NXT. I finished out NXT and then we're gonna go to SmackDowns from last week. Okay. Now, the finale of the show. Now, these NXT tag team titles have been defended over and over and over again. But earlier in the night, we got a glimpse of Axiom and Nathan Frazier, and they talked. And basically, Frazier comes in, Axiom shows up, and he's like, I'm here, I'm early, I'm on time. We can work on strategy to talk about this title defense that we have. We are on the same page. No more singles competitions, no more individual pursuits. We're focusing on these tag team titles. They both shook hands, got you, bro, and they came out. So they was ready to go. But I knew once I saw that this was going to be the end of Nathan Frazier and Axiom, because when they were not on the same page, they were still able to focus and compete. And I figured something was going to shift. And I didn't know they had a match with Chase U. That I didn't know. Wait, didn't they win the opportunity to go up against the tag team champs? Chase U did?
I think so.
I don't remember how they got it, but they got it. Anyways, sir, Chase U got an opportunity to face off. And before that, you saw that Ridge Holland was finally accepted by everybody in Chase U, including Duke, Riley, and of course, we all saw that Thea Hale was very big on Ridge Holland being there. And, Andre Chase was just like, we need to make you a full-fledged member and blah, blah, blah. And he said, I promise I won't let you down. I appreciate you guys for now trusting me and being a part of the group. I fully understand the responsibility of this, and I promise you I won't let you down. I'm going to be here for all of you, and I appreciate y'all taking me in and being there for me, right? So this led to them being a tag team. Now, in my mind, Chase, it says Chase U as the tag team champions, right? Which means I would have them operate under the Freebird rule. You've got 4 men that could obviously hold those titles or defend them, right? And I would just have them operate under the Freebird rule because they're all in this collective together. So Duke Hudson, Andre Chase, Riley Osborne, and of course, Ridge Holland could all carry those championships or defend them at any given point. Now, in this match, Axiom and Frazier ended up losing to Chase U, and Chase U are now the new tag team champions. What is this? The third championship? Second or third?
Second or third, one of them.
Second or third tag team championship reign. And congratulations to you, Chase U. They had a massive celebration in the ring. Almost the entire school was in there. And Ridge and Andre Chase were just standing in the ring, receiving all the glory. And it must have felt nice for Ridge to get some level of respect and some admiration from his peers, as they put it. And prior to this, is the way I'm going to close this out is the conversation about Wesley. Now, Wesley came to the ring. He was very calm and demure. I thought it was fucking hot. But anyway, he came out there and made it very clear why he did what he did. And it was exactly what I said it was. I knew where he was going to go with this. I am glad that he went there with it, because if he had did anything else, it wouldn't have made any sense. Unless he would have just been like, I'm tired of being tied down to people that let me down. Like, that would have made sense to me. But he took it a step further to make it personal between him and Zachary and, of course, Trey Miguel, right? So he was like, we had a deal to win these tag team championships. We go out there, we fight, and then Zachary leaves me in the ring, nowhere to be found. I'm there by myself getting massacred by Axiom and Nathan Frazier. And just when I think he's going to come in and at least save the day, he leaves me hanging high and dry. I had it. He said every time we were together, it was me together. It was me making sure you woke up every day so you can go out and practice. It was me making sure that you guys got to the venues on time. It was me making sure that we went out there and honed our skills as wrestlers. I was carrying your ass for years and years, and then you leave me here alone by myself to figure shit out by myself while you're over in TNA winning championships with Trey Miguel and doing all types of shit all over the place, winning championships that we should have won together as a group, but you went over there and did that without me. You left me. Then you come over here after I built myself up by myself. I did everything I was supposed to do. I put myself back on the brink and I became the greatest North American champion of all time. I broke my back in this place. Literally broke my back in this place. And then you come over here and you get to ride my coattails and steal my glory? Now, at first, I said, you know what? Let's just see where it goes, because they're not gonna do what I think they're gonna do, right? Like, they're gonna be on my side. They're gonna make sure we get these championships that we never lost. They're gonna make sure they do everything in their power to do that. They're gonna protect me, right? That didn't happen. I was laid out in the middle of this ring, pinned 1, 2, 3, again, left alone, while you two were doing whatever the hell it was you were doing. I'm stuck. Well, I'm tired. And I'm done carrying everybody else's shit. So I did what I had to do to get rid of the dead weight. And I was like, well, did he lie though? Did he lie though? Because let's spin reality for a second. Okay? Now, if you ain't been watching TNA, you don't know. But I was watching TNA. So I know when Zachary Wentz re-debuted in TNA and they claimed those tag team titles that they coveted for years, when him, Wesley, and Trey Miguel were all a squad, they never got those titles. They didn't get the championships until West was already thriving over in NXT, and they then became TNA tag team champions. But let me tell you, they did that by any means necessary. Because I'm sitting here and I was watching it and I was like, now, usually I'm a face girl. Okay, I really am. And if I can understand your plight, I got you. Like when Becky turned on Charlotte, fully understood that. Becky was sick of being in Charlotte's shadow, and I don't fucking blame her for that. But here's the thing. When Wes is saying what he's saying, y'all can't tell me that what he said is not true. Because in TNA, they did everything in their power to become champions and to keep those titles. We talking cheating, spray painting people in the face, distracting the referee so the other one can low blow somebody else. They did everything they could to maintain themselves as tag team champions or to get those titles. But that same energy was not kept in NXT. Just saying. Where was that same energy here with getting these titles back that you claim you never lost? Where was it? Now, some of y'all may not agree with Wesley doing what he did. Okay, some of y'all might be in your feelings, but you got to remove, like y'all tell me, take your feelings out the situation and really look at the broader picture. In the grand scheme of things, he makes a valid point. He definitely does, babe. Now, in the midst of all of that, okay, Joe Hendry went on the attack. Okay, Joe Hendry was like, okay, you ain't finna come out here and ruin my time talking and kick me in my goddamn face. And then get mad and be out here trying to talk about why you and your friend was going at it. Bitch, I'm gonna kick you and I'm gonna come out here and whoop your ass too. The fuck? Then as they was fighting, Pete Dunne came out there because Pete Dunne made it very clear that he was done with Trick Williams. He was like, I taught him a valid lesson that he need to get his shit together and figure it out. Lesson taught. I'm moving on. He can say he want to do shit to me and fight me all day long, but I don't have no reason to fight him. I have no valid reason to go after him. Oh, you gonna have a valid reason because Trick Williams made it very clear as well. He was like, he might be done with me, but I'm not done with him. Now, Trick Williams told the story, and this story kind of got me going, huh? So Trick said when he was a teenager, there was two boys that robbed him. You know what I'm saying? He got robbed and everything. And they pretty much beat the hell out of him and robbed him. Trick was like, I hunted these motherfuckers down and I took them out. Now I don't know exactly how he said it, because I had to go back because I missed that part. So I had to try to go back. But then when I tried to pull the stream up for Hulu with my Hulu, I had recorded it. When I tried to go watch it, they had cut that part out, which Hulu does a lot. They cut stuff out. Even when you record it, if you record it and it's playing back wonky, when you get ready to go watch the playback, it's going to play back wonky. And I missed that part. So I had to go and kind of read what him had said. Let me see if I can find what he said. Yes, I love that too much. Just a waste of my time. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't remember. I can't see it. But anyways, he had told a story and he basically was like, just like I hunted them two fools down, I'm gonna hunt Pete Dunne down, and I'm not done with him until I get my lick back, and that's on period. Okay, so I don't think that Pete Dunne is going to be able to compete for the opportunity to go up against Ethan Page. I think he'll be in the match, but I think Trick Williams is going to cost him that match. Just like Pete Dunne came out there and was causing all types of havoc on him, attacking him, he probably going to come out there and do the same thing. Because I believe next week they are going to compete in a triple threat. You keep pushing this on my foot. It's okay. They're going to compete in a triple threat to determine who the number one contender is for Ethan Page's title at No Mercy. There was also some other smaller matches that happened. Lexis King is going up against Eddie Thorpe. I'm be honest with you, I don't care. Lexis King has been going after Eddie Thorpe since he came back from injury. Eddie Thorpe is now not moving away from his native heritage. He is still very much native, and he obviously is embodying that. You can see it in his gear and his look and everything. But he is leaning more into his DJ character, which I feel like was a way for them to pivot him into more of a likable person by the fans. And honestly, y'all probably gonna think I'm crazy, but I need y'all to hear me out. The Disco Bitches, them and Eddie Thorpe need to be a group. Okay, the Disco Twins and Eddie Thorpe need to be a group. You got a DJ and you got the two girls, two party girls, the rave bitches. Let them all run together in tow. Yeah, I like that group. That's cute. Anyway, anyways, so that was NXT. And so hopefully we'll see some really cool matches. There's a No Mercy match set up for the Gauntlet. Let me see what they got set up for No Mercy already. Roxanne seems to be very excited about No Mercy. She's very curious about the match card for No Mercy. She's very curious about who is going to win this gauntlet, because it will determine who her next challenger is going to be. So she's very, very curious. You can go it, I'm gonna be alright. Aim on myself, I'm gonna be alright. Hold on, let me make sure. I'm on my way, I'm gonna be alright. Yeah, so the Gauntlet Eliminator is gonna be next week, I think, and that's gonna determine who is gonna compete for against Roxanne on September 1st for NXT No Mercy. I think the Gauntlet Eliminator is next week. Please forgive me if I don't say it right. I just had to make sure I gave y'all at least attempt to give y'all the right information. Okay. I mean, yeah. So there was that when it comes to let me pull this up. There definitely was an interesting show when it comes to NXT. It was very good, honey. Very good indeed. Yes, it was lovely. It was lovely. It was lovely, ladies and gentlemen. We loved it. Now let's move on because we're gonna talk about SmackDowneth. Okay. So SmackDown was this past Friday, and there was a few takeaways to talk about when it comes to SmackDown. So let's start off with the tag team division. There's a tournament going on, a very small tournament to determine the Bloodline's number one contender for their tag team championships, which I believe will be defended at Bash in Berlin or that Friday night before. I'm not quite sure, but I want to say they'll be defended either that Friday or that next night in Berlin. Now, the Street Profits were able to go over on, I think it was Pretty Deadly that they went over on. Oh, let me look. Let me look. Because I can't remember. I can't remember. Oh no, it was A Town Down they went up against and they were able to best them. I apologize. The Pretty Deadly went up against somebody. Was it DIY Pretty Deadly went up against, babe?
I can't remember.
Let me checks. Let me check. Yeah. Okay, so Pretty Deadly did face off against DIY and they were able to pick up the win over DIY. I mean, DIY was able to pick up the win over Pretty Deadly. So this coming Friday, it's going to be the Street Profits versus DIY. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. As much as I love me some Ciampa and Gargano, I want to see the Street Profits advance and go up against Bloodline. I do. I know Gargano deserves some retribution. I know he deserves the titles and everything. I'm not shitting on Johnny Gargano for that. I'm not shitting on Ciampa for that. But I'm just saying the Street Profits made a valid point. It has been 3 years since they have touched a tag team title. Three skills years. Okay. I'm just saying, if it was the Street Profits to win, I would not be mad about that. I actually would really enjoy that. Okay. Now, the show opened up with Cody. Cody came out there to talk his shit because he was like, I won. The real Tribal Chief came out there and asserted himself over the fake one. And I can't do nothing about that. That's something they're going to have to work out and figure out. And when he ready to come see me, I got you. But I'm finna tell y'all about my next opponent that I just feel like deserves a title shot and deserve an opportunity, and I want to face off against him. And that's when Solo came out there and was like, nah, I don't want to hear that shit. Shut the fuck up, because you and I are not finished. We're not done. And Cody was like, you got mad because you got your ass whooped by the real tribal chief because you've been running around here parading as a fake ass tribal chief, and now you in your feelings. But he was like, the reality is your overzealousness to take over is what got Jacob 5-2 injured and taken out. Your overzealousness to take over is what caused Roman to come back out and start attacking you, because he damn sure didn't hit me. He came after your big ass. All right, he was coming after you. Baby Solo didn't like that, so he was trying to send the goons over there to him. He was like, I could take you out right now. And that's when Kevin came out there with the chair and was like, well, bitch, let's go at it. You know what I'm saying? Let's dance. Get in here. Let's dance. Gave Cody a chair and was like, we can take him out with some chairs, you know. And that's what Solo said, nah, fam. Tonga, y'all back off, okay? Tonga Loa, you back down. Tonga, you back down, baby. Y'all come on behind me like y'all always do. Okay, relax. So that's when Kevin was getting ready to bounce. Kevin was like, let me get on out of here. And Cody was like, hold on, dog. Listen, Before I was so rudely interrupted, I was telling the people who I felt like deserved to have a title shot, and baby, it is you. Baby, it's you. You the one I love. You the one I need. And Kevin was like, "No, I don't really deserve a title shot. I'm not. I didn't earn it. You know, it's not something that I earned. So I'm not. I don't think I deserve to have this shot." And Cody was like, "What the fuck you talking about? Like, you deserve this title shot. I'm giving it to you." And Kevin was like, "No." Essentially, Kevin was just like, "No, I haven't earned it. I'm not gonna just take a handout from anybody. I've never taken a handout from anybody. I didn't earn the title shot. I don't deserve it." That's what he said. So Cody was like, "You know what? You keep on being humble and all that other shit. I'm gonna go on in the back and talk to Nick. And by the time I get back there and I have this conversation with him, the match is gonna be made. So you need to make your peace with it. It's gonna be me and you for this championship at Bash in Berlin. I see you in the back." And he walked on to the back. Kevin went back there and Nick was like, "Listen, you don't want the title shot, that's fine, but I know somebody else who does deserve a title shot, and that would be Roman Reigns." And he was like, "The fuck you mean Roman deserved a title shot?" And Nick was like, "Well, he's a former champion. He was champion for 4 years." And Kevin was like, "Hold your motherfucking horses. Bitch, I was here for all 4 of them years. Your ass just got here, but I've been here. I know all about the fact that he was champion for 4 years because he's been whooping my ass for 4 years as champion. You telling me that he deserves a title shot and nobody else does?" He said, "I'll tell you who deserves one over him. There's a whole locker room of them. You carry your ass down that hallway, open the door, and look at one by somebody because they definitely deserve a shot over him. Anybody but him. Anybody but him." And Nick was like, "Well, I'm looking at somebody who deserves a title shot, but they keep saying that they don't deserve it." So he was like, "You got two choices. Either you accept this title shot that Cody is giving you, or I'm going to give it to Roman." Kevin reluctantly accepted the title shot. Now, I'm very curious as to how this is going to proceed going forward. How Kevin and Cody are going to cut these promos on each other and how this is going to work. Because while they can be cool, they still can want, Kevin could still want and fight and need to have that championship. You know what I'm saying? Now, this led to some new things happening on the screen. Okay, after we got the Street Profits going up against A Town Down Under, which Austin Theory pretty much took the brunt of that fight the whole time. Like they just messed him over. Jade Cargill had a match with Alba Fire. Now, the last time that Jade Cargill and Bianca saw Alba and Isla Dawn, they were getting jumped by those two and Blair Davenport. And Naomi was not there that week. She was off, so she wasn't at the arena. And Blair took it upon herself to help them not only beat the tag team champions, but to cost the competitors, the challengers, an opportunity at the tag team champions and cost them their current opportunity that they were getting. So Blair ended up coming out there again, trying to attack the girls, and Naomi came out to even the score. And the big three has officially reunited. Now, I don't know how this is going to play out, but Alba and Isla have not successfully defended those titles in any way, shape, or form. They have not beaten any tag team that they have been challenged by clean, except for once when they were over in NXT going up against Lash and Jakara. Now, I don't know what the hell going on with the booking and the storyline writing, but I understand that Alba and Isla are considered to be heels at this point, and it's just a slimy way to keep the titles on them. Fine. But it was just, I get the addition of Blair because obviously Naomi is a big component to Bianca and Jade in that regard, but it just, God, it's like, Jesus, like, come on, can we get something going? You know, a little traction, a little something, a little something. I am happy to see Naomi back. She had her chaps on this week. Her outfit was cute. Hair was all over the place. Big old massive afro hair, child. You know what I'm saying? Naomi hair is legendary, mate. LA Knight was having his celebration, and he was a United States champion, and he was, living his best life. And Santos Escobar and his ice capades heifer came out there talking cash shit about how he was going to be the one to ruin LA Knight's title reign and take away the very thing that, he decided to, blah, 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 whatever. And then Andrade came out, and there was a number one contenders match between Andrade and Santos Escobar. And the way that this worked was not only did what's her name? Electra Lopez involved herself in the match, but Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin went after Humberto and Angel Garza to remove them from the situation in its entirety. But it was none other than Carmelo Hayes who cost Andrade his opportunity at the U.S. Championship. And he was very proud of himself in this particular move that he did. He was very, very happy, honey. Now, after DIY beat down on Pretty Deadly, that's when Solo Sikoa came out there and pretty much was calling Roman Reigns out. And Roman eventually showed up, and Roman said not one word. Now, I'm sure he talked all his shit to the camera, which Roman is known for doing. And if you were on, social media, then you've seen the clip of him going off towards the camera. But Roman didn't say a word to Solo. He came out there, and his immediate reaction was to fight because Solo sent down Tama. Tama got taken out. Tongaloa was in the ring. He got taken out. I believe Solo suffered a Superman punch at one point, and then he was about to get speared. But I think Tonga was the one who ate the spear. I can't remember, y'all. It was last week. Y'all gonna have to forgive me. Okay, y'all gonna have to forgive me. Let me see if I can show y'all what he said. I'm probably gonna get demonetized. Well, they probably gonna flag me for copyright infringement, y'all. But it's only 39 seconds, so I promise y'all it's not too bad. Hold on, let me see if it'll play. That's all he did. He didn't do nothing. So that's all we got, child. That was it. That was all the recaps that I missed from SmackDown to NXT and everything. Okay. Girl, it's been a long journey. It's been a long time. What's wrong?
It's like smell the laundry sheets. Smell lily perfume.
Okay. They're on scent. Where are they?
Downstairs. I left them downstairs. I ain't bring them back up.
So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the 1 hour and 13-minute mark. Double check and make sure. Ooh, a new London Charles video. Okay. Anyways, we are about to go look at the SBC chat because it has been 2 whole weeks since I've read some mess on the SBC chat. And child, it gets crazier and crazier every day. But we did not read last week, so we're going to read last week's. And then we're going to read this week's because this week's is even crazier than last week's. So, yeah, Leah, it's quiet. Everybody's living their best lives. They're doing their thing, and it's okay. We love them for it. I said it was a super show, and they decided to not come. It's fine. It's cool. It's good. I'm good, Any whoosies. Let's get into the SVC chat. Question number 1. I'm a good black man who takes care of his kids and his finances. Good morning. I run a small at home daycare. I watch my friends' kids and I have two baby mamas. I still F them both. That's what a good black man does. Okay. In their 30s and they work. I watch my two kids during the day too, and I watch six kids total. My baby mamas don't like each other, but my rates are lower than daycare. Plus, I cook. Somehow, they decided I didn't deserve to be paid for my services and just offered me the P instead of our agreed rate. P don't dye diapers or juice boxes. My two kids eat more than everybody. Also, my first baby mama won't send me money for our son because she thinks I'm spending it on the other baby. And I am. But what I spend the money on is not her concern. I'm this close to kicking my own kids out of my daycare for lack of payment. How do I get my trifling baby mamas to pay me in cash, not ass? Pay me in cash, not ass. First of all, why are you requesting payment to take care of your children? You're a parent. You shouldn't be asking them to pay you anything as a parent. What you should be doing, however, is working, number one, and paying for your kids to be in daycare. Now, if you're going to run a daycare center, at bare minimum, you should be licensed to do so, get certified in childcare and all that other kind of shit. And number three, of all things, you should be more respectful to the mother of your children, and understanding that they have a lot that they have to deal with, and you only take care of the kids a couple of hours out of the day. If it was a legitimate business, I would say, see, this is where some people are gonna be like, Tiffany, that's wrong. If it was a legitimate business, I would say, okay, maybe your kids' rates can be lowered and they can bring food for the kids, and that can kind of help. But it just sounds to me like you're making it sound like you're running a daycare when you're really not. And I know it was one that's under the table and nobody knows about it but the hood people, and they all bring their kids over there because you be playing video games and shit. It's like this, fam. You can't call yourself a good man and you not working. You don't do nothing to help take care of the kids. You are the catalyst to why these two women are beefing with each other, because you're sleeping with both of them. Like, you can't have your cake and eat it too, bro. You just can't. Like, that's not feasible. And the kind of shit you selling, I ain't buying. I mean, at this point, you keep them satiated with peen, so they paying you in the same currency. I don't understand why you mad. Question number two. JB doesn't like me to stay overnight when his wife is out of town. We've been dealing with each other on and off and on for 7 years. You've been dating a married man for 7 years, bro. 7 years? Mm. He's only been married for 4 years. What? He married her while he was with you, bro. What kind of weirdo shit is this? We have history, and I outrank her, so I forced the issue and spent the night. I modeled for a few years, and I struggled with bulimia. I threw up my food to stay thin. Understand what bulimia is. Thank you for the clarification. Years of bulimia ruined my front teeth, so I have dentures at the top. No one knows this. However, while sleeping at JB's house, my uppers fell out and his pit bull ate them. I woke up to the sound of that pit eating my expensive teeth. JB has homeowners insurance to cover this, but he refuses to file a claim because he said, "You shouldn't have been here overnight. That's on you." My upper denture is broken and teeth missing and missing teeth, and I can't walk around like this. Okay, girl, you've been with this man for 7 years. Am I right? 7 years. You've been with him for 7 years, babe. And you are sitting up here laying in this man's house while his wife is away, sleeping with him, and you doing it so freely and getting mad because you can't spend the night. Your damn dentures fall out and the dog chews up your dentures and you want him to cover it. The man don't even want you spending the night, bro. What makes you think that he would take care of your teeth? He don't care about you. He never has and he never will. Like, God, it's just exhausting at this point. It's just exhausting. Like, what are you doing? Why are you sleeping with this man that is already unavailable and clearly does not want you for anything other than the physical? And telling you he can't stay tonight, obviously because he's married. And you're just like, okay, I'm going, I'm here. And it's just like, bitch, do you have any morality? Are you do you love yourself, ho? Cause like, what's going on here? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, sis? What? What are you doing? It's so sad. I have no answers for you. None whatsoever. Question number 3. I'm not gay, but I do run love scams on old married white men. Not love scams. We text, they send money. We arrange to meet, and I double the price in person or just blackmail them. One trick traced my phone and sent a pic of my house when I tried to scam him, so I agreed to show up. We exchanged favors as promised, and he found my girlfriend Cendrika. Cendrika. Lord have mercy. Online and told her. She confronted because she wanted to see my phone, so I punched her. You punched her? Oh my God. Y'all, I swear to God, I'm not laughing at him punching her, but the next couple of lines is crazy. He said I straight knocked her out so she would forget the entire incident. I'm 5'3" and she's 5'6". Cendrika ate my punch with her entire face. She's She solid mass and began beating the hell out me out the house and in the front yard. I ran because I knew police would come. She stole my phone and may have figured out my password any day now. How do I convince her to forgive me? I miss my beautiful tall drink of water. Nigga, you punched her in the face for being a hoe. A gay hoe at that. And she beat your ass. She beat your ass, bro. That's hilarious. I'm so serious right now. That is funny. Question number 4. I work overtime to pay his child support to keep him out of jail. He's spending his money on suits and business dinners, air quotes, to get people, mostly older women, to join his MLM business. The business is a scam and it doesn't make money for us. We're losing money. And I think he's piping down these old women because he's sneaky and hoish. I don't want a divorce 7 months after I said I do, but I can't go on like this. P.S. I secretly deleted my pregnancy because I know he can't and won't support us. Well, since I'm gonna tell you this, at least you protected yourself. I mean, you're not bogged down with the baby. At this point, the divorce is the least of your problems. If you are getting pregnant and then having an abortion without him knowing, you need to just call it a day and let this man do what he wants to do, and you go your way and he go his. You'd be better off by yourself and divorced than to be sitting up here trying to figure out what he's doing and why he's sleeping with these old ass women. Because he gonna fuck around, find a woman that he likes, and then he gonna leave your ass high and dry, and you're gonna be divorced anyway. You might as well just rip the band-aid off and be done with it. Question number 5. Married 11 years with 2 kids. Wife wants to spice up the marriage and ordered toys for us. One was a one was a strap, and I demanded, "What is that and who is it for?" She wants me to play receiver. I was furious. She recited some thought piece about how being secure in their sexuality would be open to new experiences, and I turned her ass out. I straight ignored her for a few days until she apologized. I feel some kind of hatred towards her because she should have known better than to attempt to bend me over like this. I don't want to throw 11 years away, but every time I think of this, I hate her all over again. Woo, we have some homophobic fears here. Might be something that we should unpack in therapy. Um, First of all, you should have discussed this particular, experimentation with him before you just sprung it on him. Um, Obviously, he's very hyper masculine, which is a problem all in itself. But at the same time, if this isn't something that he wants or something that he would like, you would have known had you had just asked and y'all had a proper conversation about what you like and don't like in the bedroom. This being sprung on him like this is low key disrespectful to him. And it's a boundary that she crossed that probably could have not been crossed had they had a prior conversation. I highly recommend that y'all go to therapy. I mean, I know I say it often, but therapy works for a lot of people. It also might help him unpack his um homophobia because it seems like he has a lot of it. Because I mean, I wouldn't have taken it that way. I just would have been like, I'm not into that. I don't want to do that. But the guilt tripping and then like the gaslighting part where she goes like, "Oh, well, men secure in their sexuality wouldn't really care and would be open to these new experiences." That's very gaslighting. So that's a problem in itself. I don't have a problem with him, going at her neck for trying to gaslight him, but at the same time, it seems like it's a reaction that wasn't necessary. Now, if you had reacted normally and was like, "Babe, I don't really think we need to do all of that. Like, that's not something that I'm into." And she was just like, "Well, why not? Why not? So, are you gay or something? Do you not like it because you're gay?" Like that would have been something that you could have chewed her ass out about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I feel like on her side, she should have asked and did her due diligence and asked what he liked, what he didn't like, what he was willing to experiment with, and what he was willing not to experiment with. And on his side, he could have just been like, no. And if she went this far again and was gaslighting him, then I could fully understand the attack. You know what I'm saying? Not go Cendrix. That's crazy. Any whoosies, let's get to question number 6, and then we're gonna get to the next set of questions. Ooh, super gonorrhea. Lord have mercy. I met a great older man, and we're getting married in December. We attended my cousin's destination wedding in Jamaica, and I use that opportunity to have one last thing before I get married. Why do y'all do this? Like, girl, that's just stupid. After my fiance fell asleep, I left our room and hooked up with the groomsmen and two locals just for two locals. Two locals. Stupid. She says, Jesus. She said she had the best relations. I wanted to use protection, but this time my hookups were different. We bonded by on an emotional, spiritual level, and I refused to use a condom with any of them. Bitch, I know you fucking lying. I contracted super gonorrhea and it's basically untreatable. Oh. My fiance wants relations, but I'm unavailable until I get this cleared up. Girl, it's untreatable. What you mean cleared up? It's untreatable. It's been 2 months. If I tell him what's going on, he'll know I've been unfaithful. Girl, at this point, you have super gonorrhea? Super gonorrhea, the extensively drug resistant gonorrhea with high level resistance to the current recommended treatment for gonorrhea, but also includes resistance to penicillin, sulfonamides, tetracycline, fluoroquinolones. I don't know why they make medicines with these weird ass names, and microlides, including an azithromycin, are called gonorrhea superbugs and or super gonorrhea. You can't sleep with him ever, and you need to tell him that you have this. He has every right to know that you have been infected and you now could potentially pass this disease on to him unknowingly. That is not fair to him. And you willingly had sex with three people with no protection because you felt a spiritual connection. I'm sure that spiritual connection was death. It was the death realm for sure, you idiot. What's wrong with you? Just be. Life lesson number one. First of all, always protect yourself. I don't give a damn what anybody says unless you see papers that are dated. Dated. Do you understand? Dated. That lets you know that this person is clean. Absolutely not. Don't trust it. I wouldn't even sleep with them. I would immediately ask for papers. Like, I want to see your papers for the last 6 months. I want to see your papers. I'm definitely going to get tested before we have sex, and I can give you a paper test the next time we meet. Like, there's no way that, especially in this day and age, would like engage with someone sexually and not have any clean bill of health from the person I'm sleeping with. Absolutely the fuck not. Also, COVID is real. So I would be in full fucking COVID test mode. Like, I would be walking around with a COVID test in my back pocket, bitch. Okay, I'd be like, hold on, let me touch inside your nose. Thank y'all. Rub it in the little thing. Okay, you're COVID free. Great. And so am I. I have been fully vaccinated, and you need to be vaccinated as well. Like, stop it. Like, are we serious? Like, you can't go through life doing this kind of shit. This is stupid, okay? You are risking your life for a few minutes of fun. Now, you said it was the best sex in your life. Congratulations. But now you've essentially infected yourself for one little moment of fun. I hope it was worth it. Because now you're going to lose your man. Now you're going to lose your man. Not only are you going to lose your man, but the life you were trying to build with him is over. It's gone. Congratulations. You've done this to yourself. You got to tell him. You got to tell him, babe. You got to tell him. I said that's 4 people. True. All right. So let's move on to the next set of the 6 brown chicks. This is this week's set of questions. Okay. So this is question number 1. It says, I'm a member of a historic Black sorority. I'm always in the streets supporting Black local businesses, events, and causes. I met David at a Black Book Festival. Shoulder length locks, brown skin, hazel eyes. He's an art teacher by day and a spoken word artist by night. Why does this sound so familiar? This is recent, right? Okay. This sounds very, very familiar to something else. But I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna keep reading it. He's an art teacher by day and a spoken word artist by night. He's my spirit animal. My soror was all over him, offering him homemade peach cobbler back at her place. So I interrupted them and invited David on a cruise with me. I paid for everything. Girl, you are being played. I was looking forward to getting to know him better and finally getting some. Cruise combo was amazing. He interpreted the works of Nikki Giovanni, and I soaked my panties. Girl. We danced, drank, ate, and drank some more. We were that sexy cruise couple, and all eyes were on us. No relations on the first night. Breakfast time, I woke up first, and David's lockwig slid off and was stuck onto the pillow. He's completely bald. And according to his tan lines, David is a white guy. No Not he a white dude. He was embarrassed. I glued his wig back with my lash glue. Girl, and I dumped him. I didn't appreciate him cosplaying as a black spoken word artist. He accused me of feeling guilty after swirling and showed me a very old pic when he had natural locks. I lost my hair. I wear a man unit to feel young again. I wasn't cosplaying. After this combo, David and I continued enjoying ourselves on the cruise, and we both hooked up with others. Truthfully, I was jealous when David hooked up with another woman. I like David, but I can't bring home a bald white guy into my inner circle. I would be an outcast. But he's still my spirit animal. Girl, the man literally pretended to be black. Are you fucking serious? You woke up with this man's man weave on your bed. You got to be fucking kidding me. Oh my god. I can't with you. I can't. I so oh my god, you're an idiot. You're such an idiot, bro. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? These Rocky Dolazol, stop. Like, and then you sit here talking about we hooked up with other people, but I was jealous of him hooking up with other people. Girl, he literally is pretending to be black. You should have told him to go back after your soror since you don't like her, because I know you don't like her. That's why you scooped him up. Stupid. Just stupid. Question number 2, child. That was fucking nuts. Boyfriend and I have been together for a few months. I moved in with him a month ago and six twice. I tried, but he's not interested. I won $300 from online gambling. He was in the shower. I burst in the bathroom to tell him this. He was chatting with his topless ex while being with himself. When I opened the bathroom door, it shocked him and he flung the phone across the room and it cracked. I saw him having a good time with himself and I saw who was on the phone. I heard her asking, "Babe, what's going on?" I asked him about what I caught him doing, but he wants to argue with me about breaking boundaries, not respecting the closed bathroom door, and being so insecure. Made him break his phone. He was not like this in the beginning. He took me places, begging me to move in, and he promised we would get married. Now he's bullying me for my $300 lottery money to fix his phone. I don't know what to do to bring that him back. Girl, he moved in with you because he needed a place to stay. Him and his girlfriend was having it out. He decided to move in with you, sweet talk you, and he basically is a hobosexual. Jumping from couch to couch, and he jumped from her couch to yours. And now that they done got themselves on the good, where they talking to each other again, he's not interested in you sexually. He doesn't want to have anything to do with you. I wouldn't pay for nothing. You could tell him to get out. You could serve him with an eviction notice and give him 30 days to move out. You could do that. Once them 30 days hit, you can call the sheriff and have them physically remove him from your home because you have already started the eviction process. That's what I would do. He's never going to be the nice person that he was. He tricked you, babe. You've been manipulated. In the words of Brown, you've been manipulated. Okay? Moving on to question number 3. Married 7 years. 6 of those years, I supported our family while my husband did odd jobs. Last year, a college friend, got him a very special job with benefits, and it was in my husband's field. We had 2 incomes. Our child was in kindergarten, no more expensive daycare. Things were looking up. Last month, hubby was sent home with his box. HR and company attorneys have launched an investigation. He told me he made a clerical error that cost the company money. I overheard him tell his college friend that a coworker he hooked up with is accusing him of sexual assault. I confront him. He shows me the texts and videos of the sexual things she did to him as proof that she consented to sex at work. Him. We got caught in the parking lot, and because I was on top of and I forced her. They fired me and she's pressing charges. And prior sexual contact doesn't mean anything if she claims I raped her in the parking lot. Me, you cheated. Him, but I didn't rape anybody. We've lost everything. And he thinks I'm supposed to have his back in this shit show. I want him to go to jail. I'm sabotaging him every chance I get. Am I wrong? Nope. Nope. Okay. Morally, yes, because whatever is going on with him and this woman, it's got to play out the way it needs to play out. If he has that they agreed to have relations in the parking lot, if it was beyond verbal consent and there is physical text message evidence to prove that, then he does not need to go to jail for a consent with this woman. Now, if she's doing that to save face for herself, which really is odd, I don't understand why she felt the need to do that unless she had a man and a family of her own, which from what I read, it doesn't say that. It just says that she's a coworker. So it's odd that she's accusing him of rape and they were having a sexual relationship prior to this. I don't like women that utilize rape to punish a man when they are not doing what they want them to do, or to just be cruel to a man because they can, because it makes it difficult for people to believe true victims who are victims of assault. It's very, this sounds very nasty. Okay. Overall, the wife asked, is she wrong? Yes and no. Yes, because you know full well that he is not guilty. Two wrongs don't make a right. And you can't go down this road of pure vengeance without thinking clearly. This isn't going to work out the way you think. Eventually, he's going to get out if he does get cleared. Because they lost everything, and she claims he didn't. He claims he didn't rape her, but who knows? Anyways, I don't think you should aid and embed him in anything. You It's a bit extreme. I mean, I have to be realistic, but if I was her, I probably would do the same thing. I'm not gonna lie. Question number 4. My fiance met a recruiter on LinkedIn. The recruiter was a scam artist for one of these pyramid work from home companies. Buy more product. Urged her to pawn her car and jewelry to buy more product. Puts me in her social media advertisements while I'm sleeping. She says, ladies, buy this product so you can give it to your man right and put it in to sleep like mine. We haven't had relations since. She won a free VIP upgrade for the annual convention. She thought it was a free trip. No. She bought the plane tickets and overpriced hotel room to attend. When I broke down her expenses for zero income, she called. I say cut your losses and leave the hoe where she at. Because clearly she doesn't want to have anything to do with you, babe. She doesn't care about anything that you're talking about. So why are you sitting up here trying to fight for something that you clearly don't want and she don't want? She like being a part of this particular lifestyle delusion, and you go about your business and find you a woman that you actually love and is willing to put you to sleep. Okay? All right. Question number 5. I met a beautiful actress. She's been in one theater production. It was locally done in the park. Group of friends met up at a park and started yelling Shakespeare at us. She was enchanting though. We went out twice. I asked to see her again, and she sent me a PayPal request for $75. She wants me to pay for a makeup artist to go out because paparazzi may recognize her from the play and she has to look good. I want her, but I don't want payment for something else. No. Are you dumb? Are you dumb, babe? Like it's I feel like you're dumb. You're dumb. You're dumb. I'm gonna let you be dumb because you give that girl that $75, you ain't gonna see her no more. I'm telling you right now, it's over. It's a wrap. It's done. And I wouldn't plant evidence ever, okay? Because you can go to jail for that. It's breaking up a little bit. It's breaking up a big no for me. I'm so sorry that it was breaking up, y'all. Sorry. Question number 6. Final question, y'all. Story time. 8 months ago, I had a fight with my girlfriend, so I went to a strip club. I met a goddess. She's a good girl in a tough situation. We go on a date after her shift. She's dancing to pay for celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay. She wants to get married and cook and clean for me and wear aprons and nothing but high heels for me. Nigga, you stupid. I say, cool. To be honest, it was the most beautiful shit I ever heard. I dumped my girlfriend via text and I want to see my goddess again. Next day, I pull up and she comes out her extended stay hotel with a suitcase and a puppy. Okay, I thought we were going for tacos. She says, fuck tacos. Let's go to your place and start our future faker. She ain't in school. She don't want to cook and marry me. She's big and pregnant and throws things at me all the time. We're living in my mom's basement, and my mom won't put this woman out because she's pregnant, and my mom likes the dog. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Help. Nigga, you got played. Like, first of all, okay. And what's really baffling me is that when this lady came out of the extended stay with her suitcase, why didn't you just pull off? Like, I understand that y'all have Okay, sorry, it cut me out. The internet cut off, so it caused a little bit of a break. But anyways, if you didn't catch the end of it, it says, I dumped my girlfriend via text. I want my goddess again. Next day, I pull up and she comes out her extended stay with a suitcase and a puppy. Okay. I thought we were going for tacos. She says, fuck the tacos. Let's go back to your place and start a family. I'm like, okay. I got her pregnant that night. I'm sure of it. Well, she's a future faker, is what he says. She ain't in school. She don't want to cook and marry me. She's big and pregnant and throws things at me all the time. We're living in my mom's basement, and mom won't put this woman out because she's pregnant, and my mom likes the dog. I'm stuck. Help. You got scammed by a scammer. It's Joanne the scammer. She's a messy bitch. I like scamming and robbing. It is what it is, fam. You got played. The only way you're gonna get from out underneath this woman is to let her have her baby, and then you need to have a DNA test done to prove that that is your child. Because I do not believe that that is your baby. I think that that lady scammed you, thinking that you was able to take care of her, and you really ain't. You really don't have no means to be able to take care of her. But I think that she was already pregnant, don't know who the father is, and was like, well, I'm gonna go get this motherfucker and scam him right quick and see what I can get out of that. And that's how that went down. Now, I don't know exactly if that's how it happened, but my brain is telling me that that's how it happened, because ain't no way a lady just go out of the blue, jump into the car with a dude and say, yeah, let's fuck the tacos, let's go make this family. Nah, she was already pregnant, bro. She was already pregnant and already ready to roll, and you basically was her first, you was her victim, and you fell for the okie doke. So now you're gonna have to wait till this child is born so you can get a DNA test. And once you get the DNA test, maybe you'll be able to get her out your house. But other than that, good luck to you, babes, because that's what I got for you. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate y'all coming and chilling with me. I love yous, and I got to go. Bye.